Shalom, and welcome back to Flipping Pages, Stirring Sauces. And I think me did done. Me just a come. Gratitude for all of you who have supported me over the years. I know it's been a while, but the work continues. Just because I haven't been posting on YouTube doesn't mean that I've been silenced. I've been doing the work, other farms in other places, and but I just wanted to put in an appearance. And if it is your first time here, welcome. You might hear some background noise because I I have boys and they are watching the World Cup. Personally, I think they should be spending their time doing something else, but they are doing that, and I guess it's their choice. It's a quick one. I just need to speak on a few things, and tonight I'm going to deal with the melanated woman and a few other little things, and with respect to Jamaica. And I'm not here to promote hate or violence or anything like that. My hope is when I share the information with you, you go and do your research and make your own decisions about what I've said, and make your own decisions about the future. But melanated people in America in particular, you need to stop speaking with double negatives. You need to stop referring to yourselves as African American. You need to stop referring to yourself as black. You see, what has happened is your oppressors dumped all melanated people into one race, when we are all different races. They made all melanated people in America descendants of slaves, and also all melanated people in the Caribbean or in the Americas descendants of slaves. And if they made us all descendants of slaves, then we couldn't make any indigenous claims to the land. The indigenous people of all the Americas looked like me, and they forced their laws upon us. According to Black's Dictionary, laws, LAWS, stands for lost, abandoned, wrecked at sea. Well, melanated people are no longer lost, abandoned, or wrecked at sea. We're coming back. We're coming back. We've always been here. We haven't gone anywhere. And we are claiming what rightfully belongs to us. You see, a friend of mine recently went to the supermarket to buy oranges, and the friend was asking for oranges with seeds. And the produce person went and did some checking and came back and said, "Oh, we don't have oranges with seeds. We only have normal oranges." Normal oranges. And that is the same thing that happened to melanated people. You see, they beat our history out of our ancestors, and By the time that goes on for like 2 or 3 generations, that knowledge, that history is lost. And they told us we were all descendants of slaves, and that people who look like me in the Americas are African Americans. No, we're not. We are indigenous to the Americas. They bumped into us. They found us when they arrived. But in order to take control of us and our property and our land in particular, they made us all descendants of slave. You need to unlearn everything they've taught you about history, and you need to go and do your research, because the truth is out there. There are books out there with the truth if you're interested in finding them. And my Jamaican brothers and sisters in particular, every time you refer to Jamaica as Jamaica, you're doing Jamaica a disservice. There is no J in our original language. And we should not be calling Jamaica, Jamaica. I know I just called it Jamaica, but the proper name is not for everybody. And if you do your research, you will find out the proper name. But we need to start calling that piece of land what it should be called. And us, the indigenous people to that piece of land they refer to as Jamaica, we don't realize who we are. We don't realize what we are. We don't realize our location in the world. We are a set apart people, and our location in the world is a jumping off point to the rest of the world. And this is why everybody is trying to get a piece of Jamaica. And like I said, I'm not here to promote hate, but Andrew Holness should not be leading Jamaica. Horace Chang should not be in any position of authority. Jamaica belongs to the Negroes. And don't let anybody tell you that Negro is a derogatory term. Nagata. That is what the Creator referred to us as. That is how the Creator describes us. So, we don't need anybody who doesn't look like us lording over us, or trying to lead us, or trying to take control of us. You know, people are complaining about the JLP and the PNP. To hell with the JLP and the PNP. You need to get rid of the JLP and the PNP. And in your last election, you had a third choice. You had a third choice, the UIC. And that was a man with a plan, a written plan of how to turn Jamaica around to what she once was. And what did the population do? Ignore the third choice. Tell me, in 62 years, what has the JLP or the PNP done for the Negro? What have they done for the Negro? And now they're bulldozing homes, trying to steal land from the people who have owned that land for generations on top of generations on top of generations, going back to the indigenous people who occupied those lands. And now Andrew is bulldozing houses. I warned Jamaicans about Andrew 5.5 years ago. I said if the head of the stream is dirty, then the rest of the stream is dirty. If the head of the fish is rotten, then the rest of the fish is rotten. And they taught us how to hate ourselves. I've seen melanated women going bald. I've seen melanated women with receding hairlines for many years of tension, attaching extensions and braids. And I when I was younger, I wore the extensions, I wore the braids, but and I permed my hair, put all those chemicals in there. But I realized that my hair was thinning out, and so I stopped early enough to save myself. And this is all mine. Melanated women, you can grow your hair. You need to feed your hair. You need to feed your skin. Just like how you feed your body, you need to spend time feeding your skin, feeding your hair, and taking care of it. And stop wearing crosses from other races. Asian women cut off their hair to get rid of their crosses, and melanated women pick up their crosses and put it on top of their head. You need to stop. There's nothing wrong with your natural hair. Spend some time to take care of it and feed it. You feed it, it will grow. You feed it, it will feed you. And I'm going to leave it there. One more thing. Refugees. America is trying to deport their criminals to Jamaica. Listen, that's a violation of international law all over the place. And the thing is, that situation is still in the court system in the USA. It's in the Supreme Court. Anything that Jamaica does with respect to accepting third-party refugees into the country is illegal, and they are opening themselves up for a bag of trouble, because when the lawsuits start, which these people have every right, based on the American Constitution, they have every right to sue people who violate their rights. And another thing, Andrew is stepping all over the Jamaican Constitution with this one. The people didn't have a referendum to change the Constitution. In order for Andrew to do what he's trying to do, he needs to have a referendum. And the Jamaican public, yard and abroad, need to open up on a mouth and say hell no. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Shalom.